introduction for Module 2. Module 2 covers Chapter 2, which is Ancient Greece. And here I am in Canvas under Modules, and I've opened up Module 2. And as I scroll down, you can see the required reading for Module 2 is Chapter 2, Ancient Greece. So get out your textbook and read Chapter 2. And then you're going to come down to the essay. So this is the essay for number 2 for Ancient Greece. And then, of course, you'll also have a quiz, number 2 for Ancient Greece. So I'm going to open up the essay. And you can see that you've got the due date. And it's worth 10 points, and you're going to submit a text entry box. To get started with your essay, you want to read Chapter 2 from your textbook, and you're going to focus on 2 pieces of art. You're going to focus on the New York Choros, and this in a paper book, this is on page 55. It's called The Choros from Attica, and it's figure 216. And the Doryphorus, or the spear bearer, by the ancient Greek artist Polykleitos, and that is on pages 65 to 66 in your textbook, and it's figure 2-35. And there are 2 areas that you can read about the Doryphorus, so make sure you read both of those. Then you're going to want to watch these 2 videos. So these are Smart History videos. If you click on the red arrow, you can watch it in this box. If you would rather watch it on YouTube, you can click and watch it on YouTube. And I would also encourage you to turn on the captions if that will help you. I like to read and listen to information at the same time. And you can also slow down the video. Beth and Stephen talk really fast, so you can turn. I found if I slow down the video to like 75%, then that is good for me. Let's see if I open this. I can turn on my captions right here where it says CC. And then let's see if I can turn on the settings. If I go to settings, I can go to the playback speed. Here I have my subtitles, my closed captions set at English, but you could put it in a different language if that's easier for you. And my playback speed, I like to go about 0.75. 0.5 is really slow, but 0.75 I can understand what they're saying a little bit better. So you might consider that, if that makes the video easier to, comprehend, easier to understand. All right, so I'm going back. You're going to watch, you're going to watch the first one, which is about the New York Choros, and the second one is about the Doryphorus, and the artist is Polykleitos. If you would like, so again, this is about 10 or 12 minutes. They're each about 6 minutes long. If you want more information, you can refer. There's an essay, a Smart History essay, which talks about the choroi. That'll give you a little bit more information. And there's also a video called Contrapposto Explained, which is you can also watch. You don't have to watch these. It's just if you want more information. All right, so for essay number 2, here is the prompt. Over the course of ancient Greek art, sculptures depicting standing male nude figures, and you can see that both of these, you can see there's a standing, they're both standing male nude figures. All right, over the course of ancient Greek art, sculptures depicting standing male nude figures changed radically in style. So the way that artists depicted male nudes changed a lot over the course of ancient Greek art. So I'm asking you to compare and contrast the New York Choros and the Doryphorus by Polykleitos. And so that's the main prompt so when you're watching these videos, think about that. There's a little note here. It says, although Doryphorus is a Roman marble copy. So what we're looking at here was actually a copy of a Greek bronze statue. The Greek bronze statue is disappeared. We don't know where that is. But we do have this Roman marble copy. So even though it's Roman, you may talk about Doryphorus as if it were the Greek original. So tell me which period the original would have come from, not the Roman copy. If this is unclear, just send me a message and I can explain it further. All right, so the main prompt is you're going to compare and contrast the New York Choros and Doryphorus, and in your essay, address the following questions. So you're going to have to figure out what period in Greek art does each of these artworks come from. They do tell you that in the video, but you can also find it in the book or in the PDF lecture. Which sculpture is older? So is the New York Choros older or is Doryphorus older? And then you've got some questions for each artwork. So for the New York Choros, what was the purpose of chori figure in Greek culture? And chori is the plural of choros. So if you have one, it's a choros. If you have more than one, it's chori. What were they made for? Oh, sorry. Who were they made for? So what was the purpose? Who were they made for? Does this choros figure represent the likeness of a specific person? In other words, does the sculpture look like a particular person from the past? Is this sculpture made to look like a specific person? And then tell me why or why not. Then you want to describe the position of the choros figure and the way the body is depicted. And they spend a lot of time in the video talking about that. And then what older culture influenced the way the New York Choros looks? So the way these chori figures were the way they were depicted is based on another culture that the ancient Greeks saw and influenced them. All right, so that's for the New York Choros. For the Doryphorus, describe the position of the figure and the way the body is depicted. What is contrapposto and why is it important? If you didn't get enough of that from this video, well, they even talk about it in the first video too. You can go to their video called Contrapposto Explained. Why did Polykleitos, that's the artist who made the Doryphorus, call the sculpture canon? And what did he mean by that? Then you want to compare the choros to the Doryphorus. How is each different? Which sculpture portrays the human body more naturalistically? In other words, the way human bodies actually look and stand. So which of these two portrays the human body more like it actually looks in nature? And how do the changes in the way the male nude figure was represented demonstrate the evolution of style in Greek artworks? In other words, how, from older to newer, how did the Greeks change the way they depicted the male nude figure? Standing male nude figure. Sorry, you guys, just stick with the standing male nude figure. All right, so the essay should address all parts of the question. 200 words minimum. So if you want to get a C, turn in 200 words. That's great. If you want to get a B or an A, you want to try for 300 to 500 words for a more thorough answer. What am I looking for in the essay questions? I am looking for your ability to read information from the textbook and the two videos and synthesize it into your own answer for the essay question. So I know that this information is based on research, and research is when you read your book and watch the two videos. That's called doing research. And so I want you to take these select facts from the textbook and the two videos that apply to the essay question and combine these facts into an essay that you wrote. So I'm really looking for you to write this in your own words. I'm not looking for you to go on the internet and copy something that you found there. I want you to take notes as you're reading the textbook and watching the video. Take notes in your own words and then use your notes to write your essay answer. You guys, I'm using the word essay, and I know that can be a real trigger because people, it's difficult. It can be very difficult to write, and that can make people want to avoid this. I am not looking, this is only, 200 to 500 words. That's a very short written exercise. You don't have to think of it as an essay. It doesn't have to have an introductory paragraph, and it doesn't have to have a thesis statement. It doesn't have to have a conclusion. What you can do, you can copy and paste these questions into your document, and you can fill in your notes under each of these sentences. And then if you at the end, if you take out the questions, you'll have an essay. You'll have short paragraphs as you answer each of these questions. So this doesn't have to be something fancy in terms of writing. I'm much more impressed and interested in people who are actually reading the material, viewing it, and then putting together their own responses, rather than someone who's going to the internet and spending all this time looking for something that someone else wrote and then turning that in. So please try my method. Read the essay question, read the textbook and watch the videos. Take notes in your own words. So pause the video and write stuff down or type stuff up as you're watching it. When you're finished, you can use these notes to write your essay answer, especially if you copy and paste all these questions into your document, and then each time you hear something that answers one of the questions, just type it up under that question. And then you'll have all your own words, and you can turn that in. So again, I'm not asking you to, I'm not asking you to listen to the video and then copy what they say. I'm asking you to listen to the video, think about it, and then put that into your own sentence. And that's really how you're going to learn things. All right, so please don't cut and paste sentences from another author's writing into your essay. If you use the information from the textbook and the videos or the more information sources, you don't have to cite your sources. My intention is for you to use only these resources. You can use other Smart History or Khan Academy sources as well to write your essay. If you decide to use another resource, it needs to be a reliable art museum site. Please don't look for, I know there's lots of essays that other students have written that you can find out there. Please don't look for those and cite them. If you do use another source, like a museum or the Smart History, you have to provide me a citation for the source. And if you include information from other web sources and don't properly cite them, it's plagiarism and you'll receive a grade of 0. And I'm using Turnitin, so that helps me to detect whether people are doing that. I hope you're not. All right, and again, you're going to cut and paste your entry into the text entry box, and don't submit any kind of file, please. All right, and then we have your standard rubric. I think you'll enjoy reading about these sculptures and writing your essay. And if you have any questions at all, just contact me and I will answer them for you. All right, good luck and get started.